everyone, it's Megan. It's so awesome to see you today. I'm going to do the My Ideal Palette tag that my friends Courtney and Katie came up with. Oh my god, I thought that this was such a good idea. And sorry, I just sprayed perfume and it's like all going down my throat. Okay. So basically, if you saw my Ideal Makeup Collection video, there will be a lot of like overlapping products in here. I picked 12 eyeshadows for my perfect palette just because I couldn't pick any less. Like, this literally would be the perfect palette and like all the eyeshadows I would ever want. So 12 eyeshadows. I can't remember how many you were supposed to pick for this, and I'm really sorry if like I'm cheating for that, but this would honestly be like the perfect palette and I would love it. So let me start with the obvious. I would pick all of my Burberry shadows. So I would have to have Pale Barley. Like, there is no question in my mind that I would need this shadow no matter what. It is just such a stunning, perfect lid shade. You can do a one shadow look, and I'm gonna do a video on my favorite one shadow eyeshadows for like a one shadow look. That was a very redundant sentence. So this is a perfect eyeshadow for like just doing all over your eye and being done. It is so perfect. Then I would need to have Midnight Brown, which is also amazing for a one eyeshadow look. So this is basically like the same color, just darker. It is so freaking beautiful. The texture of these shadows is like, oh, when you blend or apply them at all. So need to have these. Then I really like having a color to like smoke out my liner, and I reach for this one a lot, which is Burberry Taupe Brown, because depending on how you blend it or what you put it over or with, it can pull either cooler or a little bit warm. So I really love this shadow. Again, it's really smooth and creamy. This is a matte, while the other Burberry shadows that I showed you are more of like a satin shimmery but no glitter. So that would be awesome. It is pretty cool, but if you blend it, it kind of has like a brown, like brown peeks through. So those I would need to have. Okay, then I basically am picking all of my MAC shadows. For an all over lid color or inner corner, I have to have Naked Lunch. It is so beautiful. I use this a lot, especially since I've been working as like a all over the eye color. And as you can see, it's pretty light. Like, this isn't the most pigmented shadow ever, but it's super pretty, and it's like a pink, creamy color. I don't know, it's gorgeous. I hope that you can see the shine on that. Then I would need to have Satin Taupe. If Burberry came out with a shadow that looked just like this in their formula, it would be amazing. But the MAC formula isn't bad on this one either. Super pigmented, has a wonderful shine. Again, another great one shadow look, but I pair this a lot with Naked Lunch. I'll do Naked Lunch all over the lid, Satin Taupe in the crease. It's so beautiful, so I love those. Then sometimes I like a warmer look, and when I do, I basically always reach for MAC Mulch. So this is like a bronzy color. I don't usually like warm tones, but there's just something gorgeous about this because it's not really orangey. It's just like brown with warmth. It's not like orange, which sometimes like golds are either too yellow or orange, but this is so, so beautiful. And then I would love to have a matte black. MAC Carbon isn't my favorite, but it does the trick, and it's like one of the only matte, or the only matte like black that I have. So I would pick this, or I would get like a Burberry black. but it definitely is pigmented. It's a matte black, like I said, and it's great for smoking out liner or like setting your liner, and it is pretty nice, but it's just not the best formula. Then I need some transition colors. All three MAC transition or blending colors that I have are amazing, and I don't want to live without them now. First is soft brown. I almost said satin taupe. I always want to say that. This is just a really nice warm brown crease color. So even though I said I don't really like really warm or like orangey tones, this is kind of an orangey tone brown, but it's so amazing for just like that final touch on the eye. It just really makes it like a beautiful transition, so I love that. Then for a neutral, whoa, this one's like spinning all around. This is Kid, which is like, as you can tell compared to the other ones, it's very neutral. This one's just a good, like, no matter what, you could use it kind of a color. So compared to soft brown, you can obviously see that Kid is nice and neutral. So that one's good for like any look that you have. You could start with it. I did a basically one shadow look with that for my Kylie Jenner inspired Get Ready With Me. So it's just, all these shades are very versatile, but it's a great transition color as well. Then Quarry, my new favorite color. It's just a beautiful like matte dusty purple. It is so pretty, oh my goodness, and the reason I got this is because I read that it's a dupe for Urban Decay Tease, which is basically like the only color in any of the Naked palettes that I actually wanted. So it is so beautiful. It's that perfect dusty purple. I'm wearing it today as kind of like a base underneath my Chanel Illusions d'Ombre in Illusoire, because they're like that same purpley tone, and when I use these Illusions d'Ombres, I really need to have like a powder underneath, or else this creases like crazy. So that's what I have today. It's so beautiful. Just like look at that. Oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. Then my favorite highlight ever, and I hope that this is sold separately, but this is the Too Faced Heaven eyeshadow. This is like the creamiest highlight, matte highlight I have ever experienced. It's so nice. Obviously, it's like a skin tone color, so you can't really see the swatch. Let me build it up. Oh my goodness, it is so gorgeous. This is awesome for if you're doing like a light look, but you want it to be matte. You would just put this all over your eye. I often use this underneath my brow bone as a highlight. I totally forgot about how amazing this Too Faced shadow is, and now I can't get enough. So Too Faced Heaven, I would need it. Then my 12th shadow is from this Sonia Kashuk Eye on Neutral palette, and it's this top middle one. And her shades aren't sold separately. I wish they were. But this is like a skin tone matte color, and this is not the best like formula of an eyeshadow. It's similar to Too Faced Heaven, but more like skin tone, while Heaven is more like white. So here is the one from the Sonia Kashuk palette, and then above it is Heaven. So hopefully you can see that it has a little bit more of like a warmth to it. It's not like white. I don't know, it's really, really pretty. So this, oh my gosh, just looking at this, and it's like annoying because your hand like turns, but this would be my perfect ideal palette. And part of this tag is to like say what packaging you would like. I have to agree with Katie that I love the MAC packaging because you can see through it. I love that all the eyeshadows are like circles. I think that's really easy to work with. One thing I have to say though is this is my new one and my new quad, and look how like it just like sort of is floppy or something. I don't know if you can tell what I'm saying. Like, see how it like droops? This is my original one, and it like stays. Like it has a better hinge on it or something. I don't know if it's just the one that I got, the new one, or if they're just not they're like lessening the quality or something, but I really do love the packaging of these, that you can see them all. I think that it's just really, really sleek. I wouldn't mind if I had like all these in one palette, but I would kind of like having like 3 quads, because quads to me are easier to manage. But honestly, if I only had one palette of 12 shadows, these would be the perfect shadows. Like, wow, that is a good palette right there. So I love it. It's perfect for me. I love that you guys, Courtney and Katie, came up with this together. I think that that's so cool because you both, I just love you both, and I love when people collaborate and come up with a really great new idea. So I hope that if you guys are interested in doing this tag, that you do it as well. I tag anyone who wants to do it, whether you make videos or you just want to leave it in a comment or on Instagram. That would be awesome. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed seeing what shadows I would pick, even though most of these were like, you probably saw them coming. But I hope that you enjoyed it anyhow, and I hope that you're having a wonderful week, and I will see you guys really soon.